Rainollon here. Today's another build showcase, and it's Felarx Incarnon. So, let us immediately start. But first, let's start by me shooting some enemies. So, I'm going to spawn level 200, Steel Path, or Computer Cube dudes, unpaused, wait for the butchers to come out, and start shooting. So, I'm going to be close to them, shoot them, and I'm going to... Pretty much, the butchers are definitely going to get one-tapped all the time. And as you can see, it's quite powerful against these guys. Against Lancers, also get 1-tap. Bombards, 2-tap. Heavy Gunners, 2-tap. It's going to kill most of your problems really fast. Now the Incarnon form. These guys also die really fast. You should like a Arcaplasmor shots that have a infinite body punch through, and it's quite good. So, time for me to show you the build. Let's start with the mods first. So, the mods I'm using on my Felarx Incarnon: Galvanized Hell for multi-shot, Galvanized Shabby, stash chance, indirect dash, stash on target, Toxin Barrage for toxin stash chance, Chilling Reload for cold and reload speed, cold and toxin gives you viral, Prime Point Blank for increased damage, Prime Revenge for critical damage, Magnetic Strife for magnetic damage and also fire rate, and Critical Deceleration gives you critical chance, lowers your fire rate. We've pretty much fixed that with Magnetic Strife. So these are the mods. For the Axos Weapon Adapter slot mods, I have a highly recommend going for Fatal Acceleration, which gives you projectile speed. This is a projectile weapon, so it will help it out a lot. For the Arcane, Shotgun Vendetta is amazing. It gives you 180 multi-shot and plus 75% reload speed for 15 seconds when you kill an enemy in a 5-meter range. It's a shotgun, so you're of course going to be very close to enemies. With 180 multi-shot and 110 from this, plus additional 120 after you kill 4 enemies, you shoot from 8.4 shots to 20 shots, which is a lot of projectiles per shot. Not only that, 75% reload speed from this and 40% reload speed from that. From, I think the base is 3.7 reload speed, goes down to 1.7 seconds reload speed, which is really fast. So I fixed the reload speed problem with this weapon, and also the damage is much higher. So that's the Arcane. For the passive, headshots charge Incarnon form, outfire transform the weapon from a base form to Incarnon form, and it's a semi-automatic dual pistols that shoot a Arcaplasmor blast that have infinite body punch through, and they kind of do less damage than the base form, but their clear is much better than the base form. So that's the passive. For the stats, fire rate is absolutely fine for this weapon type. Multi-shot is extremely high once you get this and this maxed out. Magazine is low, and the maximum ammo is not that great, but ammo from pickup is pretty solid. It also has Incarnon form that has infinite ammo, so you can't really complain about it. Reload speed is, like I said, really fast, 1.7. Once you kill an enemy very close to you, you're going to reload this weapon really fast. Accuracy, very low. It's a shotgun. Trigger, automatic. Punch through 4, thanks to one of the evolutions, which I'm going to talk about very soon. Riven Dispo is horrible, ignore it. Fall off is bad, but it's a shotgun, so of course it has not that great of damage fall off. Critical chance is decent. Crit damage is, I think, average. Yeah, it's average crit damage. Stat chance is kind of below average, which is not that great, but it still can proc some elements to help your Galvanized Shabby do a lot more damage. And has a bunch of elements and a pretty good total damage for the base form. For the Incarnon form, the fire rate is slower, shoots less projectiles. The accuracy is medium. It's a semi-automatic. For punch through, which doesn't really matter, the weapon has infinite body punch through, and maximum charge is 60, which is quite good. The stats, the critical chance is the exactly same. Crit multiplier is much higher, stash chance is much better, and total damage is less, but it has infinite body punch through, so we can't really complain. It's mostly designed for clearing. So that's the Incarnon form, that's the base form, the passive, the mods, the Arcane. Now, I know this is going to be a constant question. Why am I not using primary Crux? So, primary Crux, where is it? Crux, there it is. The reason why I don't use this, first things first, the stash chance that it gives you on a weapon that has a horrible stash chance is kind of pointless to me. And the ammo efficiency does help with one of the Incarnon evolutions, which I'm going to talk about very soon. But you're going to lose a lot of damage for without you reloading. When Vendetta gives you so much more damage, and also you shoot so many more projectiles, and it's a much more consistent way of proccing status for complementing gun as Chevy, and plus your reload speed is really fast, so you kind of kill your damage for a quality of life, which in my view that's kind of horrible. That's why I don't like primary Crux on this weapon. It's usable with one of the evolutions. Like primary Crux, with one of the evolutions you have 100% ammo efficiency, so you don't have to reload, but your damage is kind of gone. And that's why I don't like it. So I answered that question for a lot of people. Definitely going to be a couple of people asking that, so I answered that for you. So now it's time for me to show you the evolutions. So the first evolution turns the weapon from the base form to the Incarnon form. Like I said, you pretty much dual-wield pistols that shoot like small arcoplasmors, and they do pretty solid at clearing. Second evolution, there are a couple of them. First one, accuracy while aiming, negative weapon recoil, and projectile speed. These two are pretty good, but I kind of like weapon recoil more. It's all up to you. Third evolution, we have reload toggles between 100% projectile speed or 4-meter punch through or 4-man punch through, which both of these are pretty good. This weapon is a projectile weapon, and also the punch through does help on the base form. But like I said, the base form's clear still is really, really not that good. The other evolutions, 50% magazine reload per second when holstered, not that great. And reload increases fire rate for 10% per shell. Recents on reload, also not that great. So this one is by far the best one. Increases critical chance. This is a flat critical chance and flat stash chance. Really good. And this one, headshot builds 50% more Incarnon transformation charge. Not that great. And 20% stash chance, negative critical chance. This is usable for other builds, but for this one, I think this is bad. So this one is much, much better. And for the last one, you have a 50% chance to deal 2000% damage on non-critical hits. I have a 70% chance to crit, and I'm going to shoot like 20 projectiles. So some of those projectiles are definitely not going to crit, and they're going to have a 50% chance to do 2000 more damage, which is really, really good. And for the other evolution I was talking about with primary Crux is this one. On punch through or 3 enemies, you get a 70 ammo efficiency for 20 seconds. Plus primary Crux, you have 100% ammo efficiency, but you're sacrificing a lot of damage by not picking this and not picking Shotgun Vendetta. And you see there's a massive problem there. The ammo efficiency is kind of good, but not for this weapon, I will say. And the last one, this one is just bad. Let's just ignore it. So it's this one. This is the one I use. And those are the evolutions. Now, yet again, I'm going to show you in-game. I'm going to spawn in. This time I'm going to pause the enemies. Shoot them in the base form to get the Incarnon form. As you can see, that's the Shotgun Vendetta. Once you kill 4 enemies, I have maxed out my Gallon as Hell. And I'm shooting 20 projectiles per shot. And it's kind of disgusting. As you can see, the reload is really, really fast. Look how fast the reload is. So the reload is kind of fixed with Shilling Reload and Shotgun Vendetta. And yeah, this is the base form. And it's quite powerful. It's one of the best shotguns in the game. It's a really good shotgun against the Archons. For majority of content is really good. The only downside is it has no clear. Even with the Incarnon form, which has an infinite body punch through, the damage is not really that mind-blowing, but it can clear, I will say. As you can see here, it's still clearing really, really well. But there are other weapons that are like much, much better at it. But overall, it is usable, as you can see. Show you again. Now imagine with buffs and armor strip, this is definitely going to do more damage. It's going to help you even more with clear. And this is also without any buffs or armor strips, it's just raw damage from the weapon itself. And it was doing a lot of damage, easily killing the heavy gunners really fast. And I fixed a lot of problems with this weapon. Thank God Shotgun Vendetta exists to fix the reload speed on this weapon even more, and also gives it a lot of multi-shot. And yeah, that's the Felarx Incarnon. I hope you enjoyed the build. Thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like, sub, and see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.